Hi everybody, this is Kostirita and we gonna play some Evil Bank Manager. This video is gonna be a tutorial video for everybody who plan to play with this game. It's not like because that's too difficult, but it's good to have some extra help when you start this game. As you can see, we have a lot of options here. We can start a new game or we can continue an old game. We have the rankings that stated who is leading right now. However, it's a single play mode game. You can save and load the games and you have settings here and of course exit. There are multiple choice about the languages, so you can use your own. I recommend to use the English one, but if you like to use another language, feel free to do that. So let's start. When you press new game, you're gonna get this. Choose nation. You have 8 nations to choose. They are all different bonuses for the start. Mainly that everybody has a bonus. The cost of maintaining branches in the country is 25% lower. That's consistent in all of the nations here. However, with the extra nation bonuses are different. Feel free to try all of them and see which fits for you the best. You have the Conqueror that in England, like for example opening new country cost is 25% cheaper, or for example in Korea the initial capital of the bank is 50% of more. I recommend you in the beginning to try out not European nations, and you don't need to invest in a European country because there are so many wars going on and it's gonna be hard to maintain. But let's just take a look and pick this one. Then press play. You have different difficulties: beginning, easy, medium, hard, or ultra hard. As it's a tutorial video, we're gonna play on medium. The game is easy, turn-based games. Feel free to check everything before you step on the next turn. If you miss something, just load the game again. If you can see in the starting, you can have the tutorial, which is always stated in the middle. Since it's a tutorial video, I'm gonna skip the tutorial because I try to tell you what it is about. We're gonna name it Tutorial Corp. You can name it every how. Also, we got these little ladies here. They are already reminding you what you need to do in the game. So this is the main site. Let's get familiar about this. In the middle, let's start from here. This is how the timing and the turns goes. After you completed your turn, you're gonna press next move. We're not gonna do that right now because we haven't done it. The year is started and it's 300 turns. It's really important that they are going after seasons. The seasons is gonna be important if you grow something on the fields. If you're not, the seasons are not that important. So, stats. That's how starting. You're leading right now, but we haven't started. As an extra bonus, you get extra gold in the starting point. If you scroll down, you can see that you have 21 banks. So actually, you have to compete with 20 banks. You can win this game differently. You can win it that you're the only bank who are leading and all the other banks are bankrupt. You can win that you're purchasing the IMF more than 50% than the other banks. And you can later, I'm gonna show you, you can win about science and you're gonna win about the Federal Reserve System as well. but it comes later. Let's talk about science. Science is important. You can win the game with the science points. You need science points to learn more and more and more. Each step, it's cost turns. Right now, because you haven't recruit anybody, any employers in your bank, then it's so much turns, but it's gonna be slower down. Please take a look at each of the points because they are giving you extra bonuses. Feel free to go everything and see what's your main goal and how you want to accomplish it. And then you're gonna pick one. Next, this is the profit. This is the main profit that you have. How much gold you have, how much it costs to maintain your corporation, how much property you own, the resources, and of course its breakdown and taxes. In this, you can go back to the game, but don't worry, it didn't lose anything. You just click on the continue and you're back again without saving the game. Let's close this up. This is the task. It's important, it's helping you develop the game and also it's give you reward. So I advise you to take a look. You not necessarily need to follow it, but if you do, you get nice rewards. And even you are complete the task earlier or later, you're gonna get the reward, no matter what. After the lovely ladies are advising you what you should do, first hire more employees, department espionage, and open a new country. We're gonna talk about this later. But you can click on this and then it shows where you should go to do this. Yeah, it's in the map. We're getting there soon. So let's take a look the main task. This is your headquarters. You have to grow your headquarters to grow the other departments. So take a look at here. You have 3 departments: investment, credits, espionage, and guards. You have to hire people there to work for you. That's accumulate for you extra income and points, which you can spend it later. One way to hire people in the beginning, every department, since you are level 1, you can have 1 staff. You can find an amateur, but also you can upgrade it. Find a pro, find an expert. It's right now cost 60 gold, but you can also increase the level in an expert. I recommend you that however it's expensive it is, you're gonna choose always an expert with the highest rank and then press search. Okay, this is a little bit crazy first look, but after a while you're gonna understand. So as we talked about, we have 4 departments: investment, loans, diplomacy, and protection. You can't move this tablet, so you need to think about what you really want to do here. As higher the points, as more expert your employee will be. In the beginning, you get points like 0 to 10, and then when you grow and level up, it's gonna get higher. So let's take a look. Which one you should choose? You can choose multiple. You can choose all of the people here or none of them. You can create an extra search or you can be happy what you get randomly. If you see it first, now the highest number most of the time it's 6. So you're gonna choose 1 for investment, 1 for the loan department, 1 for the guards, and yes, for diplomacy, we only have a 5, so we're gonna take the 5. Or, what we can do, search another time. Oh, and yes, here we comes, we got a 7 here. You can take it if you want to. You can still here see a little bit what you pick. So you can see that it's not just good with the 5, but it was good with the 6, with the guards. And you have a 6 here, but it's also good with the loan as a 4. But what we're really missing is diplomacy. And unfortunately, we didn't get any good grades. However, I'm gonna take this one. You can take any number and you can keep it, but of course it's gonna cost you money to hire them. Hiring cost over here, and turning cost when they're gonna get employed, it's over here. But I'm gonna stock up some good numbers and I have to run another search. And then finally I get what I wanted to. This one and that one. And then we're gonna exit. Okay, so now we're gonna fill it up the people. I remember that the 7 was the highest, so we're gonna put it here. Then we move to credits. Let's roll down and take the highest, which is 6. Then the diplomacy, which we were kind of short in the beginning. And the guards, it's 7. If you can see, we have some people left. But never mind, just keep it there. They are not cost extra money since they are not working for you yet. So now you're done. You have 4 departments, you hired people, you completed the task, and you get 500 gold. That's kind of covering the cost that you re-roll the search. Next task. Issuing loans is quite profitable, and you're gonna do that. Yes, we will do it, but we can only do it in the next turn. The Feather Reserve system is gonna come up to the game later, so I'm not gonna talk about like that. You have to reach the headquarters to 9 to start this. So now we have the diplomacy, espionage, right now nothing here. And also these options, but you can't really do anything with it. Uh-oh, I almost forgot how you level up. You're gonna plus this and you can see what you need to actually upgrade your headquarters. You need to own 2 regions. We're gonna talk about this later. Let's get to the credit. Right now there are no loans that you can give, and nobody borrowed, no debt, and in process. The guards are also here since we are in the first turn, and the investment, since you don't have any countries, you didn't invest anywhere, you didn't buy any bank licenses, you don't have anything to buy. These are the farms, industry, luxury, and real estate that you're gonna own later during the game. And the last one, but not least, the most important thing, to create armory. The main thing about the game, to invest a country, buy the license, and then financialize wars. So either you can invest in a war with gold and buying property there, or you're selling armory. That's the 2 way. And no matter which country wins, you're gonna get the profit. Of course, if the war is happening in your own country that you already had properties, it's not the best option, since during the war they're not gonna give you any extra money. And also, you can lose them if you're losing the war. So be careful. You always have to have some extra armory to protect yourself. Let's go up and take a look over here. We have the general map. I'm just gonna zoom out. Yes, it's whole Europe, Asia, and a little bit of Africa, the top of the Africa. Right now, you're not invested any region. The colors are depending what type of search you are focusing on. You can just geographic, you can no event, but you can list it here. You can find resources and then the country gonna highlight it. For example, luxury, and the green, it's a country that you can find it. Also, you can see the investment, where can you invest, basically everywhere. Competitor banks, right now you can't see them because it haven't started the game. Region power leveling, some events, and the war. Right now, it's nice and peaceful everything. But around the 5th turn, you're gonna see some wars around. Exchange. This is the market. You're gonna sell and buy items here. You can produce items and sell it in the market. It's really useful to get some extra cash turn base. But be careful. Sometimes the sell option is not the best. For example, if we are talking about armory, it's better to sell it in a country which is in war, not in the market. Next, with the capital, yes, you guessed it right. If you pressing it, you can go immediately back to your main capital. And then we're gonna see the countries. You're not owning any country right now, so there is nothing here. And as I said before, nobody's in war right now. At least, not yet. Science. It's flashing. It's not that visible, so when you take a look around your capital, just take a look, a deep look, that what is flashing or what is not, what is red color, because there is something going on in this area. And click on it. Aha! Now it's different. So you have 3 turns to accomplish the first turn, which is generate 100 influence per turn and an extra rank point. Rank point is important if you want to win the game with rank points. Also, we have generate fear here is 4 turn and reducing manager salaries by 8%. Or you can go down there with a special selling, which is not that important since you don't know where to go right now and which country you invest and what you're gonna find there. But later on, when you go here, it's increasing building headquarter level by 1. So in the other hand, it's really important. But later I'm gonna talk about what's the best to win this game. What I recommended. I played it through the game with different level and a different winning strategy, and I'm gonna want to share with you that how was for me. So right now, just follow the first step and just close it. Okay, what we are missing? Oh yeah, we don't have any country and we have still gold. So we need to take a look about the countries. So first we're gonna go into the map and see. I recommend you to take a look and find resources that is kind of valuable. So you're gonna immediately get an income if you can buy some property in. So usually I'm taking those, of course. It's always nice to have some sapphire, ruby, topaz or emerald at home. So let's see. You clearly see that what countries are in. For example, if you take a close look in Marrakesh, it's a one region country right now, costs 27,000 gold. Let's click on it. That's what usually you're gonna see in a country. How much wealth they have, how many regions they have right now, how much the army, how much the investment size that you can buy properties. Are there any competitor banks there? Another summary and the luxury resources. That's what we are interested in right now because they have 2 and the license cost. Also, it's important that how much the points about agriculture, production, real estate. I recommended that always take a look about production because they're gonna give you mines and then they're gonna create army. Agriculture is kind of a slow play because you need the seasons to make any money about it. Real estate, however, normal life, real estate is really beneficiary, but here in this game, well, it's a quick flip, it's good, but it's not gonna make you big money. So, are you happy with this or not? Well, right now we're gonna choose this. Let's buy it. So you have this license. You can sell it, but immediately it's go up a little bit. And let's see, take a look about diplomacy. The diplomacy is important because you want to maintain a good relationship with your country. You can see that now you're in and it's immediately increased the level to 32,000. So let's go back to the capital and let's take a look here. The espionage. That's why you have an employee here. So right now, they are kind of natural with you, but you want to increase it. So you're gonna increase it one by one. How many influence points you have? It's gonna be turn basically. You're gonna get these influences after the employees. You're gonna generate it. But you can also go to auto negotiation, which you're gonna just tick, and every turn they're gonna automatically put there that amount. This is kind of good and useful part because if you own a lot of licenses, you're gonna kind of forget that where have you been, and suddenly if they're not happy with you, that's gonna cause problems. Right now in the first one, even if you bought something, you're not gonna have any loans and you can't invest any properties either. So what only can do right now is press the next move. Yes, you go through the first turn. Congratulations. So now take a look what's the next turn is. I recommend you to get a flow. It's always nice to remember what you have done during the turn and what you have missed. So if you're following your own flow, you don't need to double check things. I used to start from here, going, checking, is there any war? No. How about my status? Right now we are the last. But don't worry, it's gonna get better. Science, we still have 2 more turns. We are good with the gold and we have only 361 gold cost. Be careful. In the end of the turn, you can't go minus. If you go minus, you go bankrupt. And that's it. Game over. Then you're gonna see, oh, I still need 1 region to upgrade my headquarters. So I need to maybe invest to another country. Do I need to do it right now? Well, we will see later. But first, we gotta go to the credits. As you know, this is automatically done, so you don't need to think about this. But what is there? So the loans, how it works, automatically every licensed country gonna ask some loans from you. Okay, but you need to take a look. Profit per turn 5.6%. That's nice. Loan defaults 10.8%. This number gonna tell you that how risky to give this loan to the country. If it's really high, like over 10% or 15%, then it's risky. Probably they're not gonna pay it back. If it's really low, then they're gonna easily pay it back. How many turns that they're gonna ask it? Only 1 turn. And how much? It's only 1,200 gold. So you're gonna issue it. And wait, now you can see that this is the loan that you gave out. And the rest, if the loan go bad, then it's gonna appear here or here. Next. We are accumulating fear. Right now we don't need to do anything about that. Just later, but it's still logged, so we're not gonna talk about this right now. Here we comes my favorite, the investment. And we got some good ones, an iron. In the beginning, each country gonna offer you only one investment per turn, and you can only pick one. No matter what, how many country you own, if they offering, if for example, if you have 6 countries and you get offered 6 different investment, you can only pick one. So I always suggest you to pick the highest one that you can afford. Right now, this is good. It's also good because then you're gonna start to produce iron, and iron is important to produce armory. Later, this investment is gonna show here. To easier take control about what you have, you can go for here and click through. We're gonna talk later about sales and base price. Right now, most of the time you want to keep the good resources such as iron. And now you can see like how much iron you're gonna produce per turn. That's great. So now it's time to look at the armory part. Yes, you have 2 types of armory, the kind of old-fashioned ones with fabric wood, and the other type that it need iron. But of course, there's some people that you need, and it's available work. This is gonna accumulate turn-based as well. So right now we need to wait in the one more turn to start to work. However, we can auto produce this. If you put a 1 here, that's gonna be the first that it's gonna fill it up. It's good. And since it's the highest number that it's needed to produce this, probably it's the more expensive stuff. So you're gonna go for it. Great. So that's done. Do we need to do anything else? Well, maybe we can look another region. But be careful, the cheapest region is 27,500 gold, and you can easier running out of gold. And this is a dangerous thing. But you can take a look. I used to choose different countries far away from each other, just to avoid that I don't want to make any war with my own countries. So let's take a look about here. Europe. Wow, there are really strong countries around. So you have to be really careful, and it's always in the war zone. But if you see the Papal State, that's kind of cool. You have luxury resources too. The production is 19, so it's quite of strong, and it's good to invest. So let's do that. You have it. Now the only need to do is go back and set up the negotiation. So it's done. And immediately you can see a green spot here, so you can upgrade your headquarters. Do you have still gold for it? Yes, you do. Even though you don't have any extra resources, you can quickly upgrade it. So you're gonna go for it. And then, as you can see, you can upgrade all your departments by 111. So let's see. You can do that easier, and you will do that. If you're not sure, if you don't have enough money, you spend it with something else, then you're just gonna wait for the next turn. However, it's still good. Okay, let's see what's changed. Yes, you can have another person in each department, and if you purchased extra in the beginning, like we did, it's now time to put them in to work. So you're gonna fill it up this, and this is with the guards, 6. Actually, we can go like 7. And then, let's see, it's 6 and 4, 5 and 4. Well, It's a little puzzle that you want to put everything in the best. Let's put this here. And we are missing one here, but now, well, we can run another search or we can leave it like this. I recommend you to fill up all the stuff so you didn't need to think about it. So make sure again that it's not in the amateur zone. You have to click on it, find an expert. The 9 is correct. However, you see the price went up since you are second level. But okay, it's fine. Look at the numbers. Now we are over 10. We have a 12. Great. We have a 10 here. We have another 10, but it's the same. So we're not gonna buy it. We have a 10 here. We're gonna go for that. And we have diplomacy, a 9, but we also had a 10 before. So let's take this one as well, and let's take that one. And maybe another 10, just to have enough people. If you don't want, if you just want to hire the people that you really need, just do that. You're gonna find out what is good and what is bad for you. For example, this, we have 12, so we can remove him and put Alexander instead of here. Then we're gonna see here, we have a 7 here, we have a 9 and 10. So we're gonna put the 10, and also we're gonna remove the 7 and put the 9. Oh, and another 10. So we're gonna swap for the 10. You see, it's a real puzzle. And then we have 2 7, but we have 1 10. Okay, let's see what you can read about this. Which 7 have to go? Well, they are accumulating the same fear per turn, but it's only cost 48 gold. So, and here it's only 37 and 38. So, of course, you're gonna keep in this case the cheaper one, and the more expensive gonna go. Yes. So now you have everybody. Actually, yeah. Here we're just gonna quickly change this one for a 7. And we are done. Sorry folks, it's kind of an important thing you're gonna see later, because it's really important to accumulate enough fear, which is opened here. And now we can talk about this. This part of the game I like it most interesting and exciting, to be honest. Okay, what is it all about? You have 3 political orders, magnets orders, or against competitors. What is all about? Political orders. It's more like negotiation. You're gonna get the influence point. You remember, you can convince the country that they're gonna like you, and if they like you, they're gonna start a war with somebody else, or they're gonna give you better price and better investment. Or you get some supplies. Now it's coming too easy, and that's gonna be interesting, and I highly recommend you to take a look about this. Okay, for example, grain. A lot. How much? 4,511 fear points. That's a lot too, but we hired people and it's gonna increase the fear turn per turn per turn. So approximately turn 5 or turn 6, you're gonna have this amount here. And then you can purchase this grain. You can sell it in the market with a huge profit, and then you can invest in another country. This is a way to grow your investments, grow your properties, and get a step ahead from the other competitors. So I highly recommend it to go for this part. And of course, you can have missions against other people. You can see the targets here, which the Berkeley's, the Monte de Piada, the Bardi and Peruggi. I recommend you to, before you select, you're gonna see the statistic, how they are standing. Here is the capital, that how much they have, and this is how much they're gonna lose after the effort that you made. Don't get me wrong, but you're not gonna get those numbers. You're not gonna get those gold. They're just gonna lose it. It's only worse if then you can see that it's zero. So that the bank is gonna go bankrupt. Or if you know that you give out loans from that bank and then you sabotage so they can't pay you back and then they're gonna go bankrupt. It's kind of an end of the game play. In the beginning, once again, just go for the supplies. Okay, I think we covered everything right now. And if you can see, there is nothing show up here right now. Okay, of course, you can upgrade your armory as well. So you still have a little money left and you're gonna do it. So you can see roughly 4,000 gold you have plus, the cost is roughly 1,000 and you own one property, which if you're really in deep trouble, you can sell within a turn. So it's no problem. Are we done yet? Yes, this turn is done, it's over. So yeah, let's go to the next move. Okay, following the flow, we're just gonna take a look, but still no war anywhere. But our science is ready. So our first step, it's finished. Now take a look what's next. All of these three, and actually this one as well, it's only one turn to make it ready. I'm gonna go for the fear. Why? I just talked about it, how important, because it can boost your money later on. So I'm gonna go this one. Oh, she's again reminding you that you need to invest some properties. Clicking on it, we get immediately flashing. As you have 2 country license, you're gonna get 2 offers. Let's take a look. Which is the best? The purchase price is almost the same. However, the stone is cheaper normally in the price than the fur. The fur is a luxury item. But, yes, you don't have the money for it. So unfortunately, you can't invest. That's a shame. But wait a minute. Do you have some armory here? Yes, you do, but only 62, and it's no any war going on. But you can still have this option to see the market and go here. You can see the price. It's going up and down. It's like really like a stock market. It's forecasted like how it's gonna go up and down. You don't have anything else, so those are closed. If you're gonna own some of the items there, it's gonna be open. You're gonna sell everything. You're gonna be sell one by one. You're gonna sell all, or you can sell just particular items. So, is it worth to sell this? Well, not really. Can you do anything with it right now? Not much. You can't buy the properties, actually. You can't do too much. So you're just gonna leave it and keep it for you. It's gonna be there waiting for you. Let's take a loan. Now you get offer again too. And let's see how much is it. The profit per turn is really nice. However, the loan default is really high and the move is 3 turns. So you're not gonna do that. Not even to talk about the price is too high, so you can't afford to do that. Almost the same with the Papal States. The profit is too low, the risk is too high, even if it's 1 turn, you can't afford it. You don't need to click on anything. It's automatically gonna disappear in the next turn and replaced for the new offers. You're just gonna leave it like this. How was your old loan? It's paid back, so you don't need to process anything else. What else you can do right now? Technically not much, because you need more money. And more money is only gonna come if you're gonna go grow your armory and it's gonna be any war gonna appear. So just next turn, please. Now, again, the flow. Still no war? Well, then we're gonna go for the science. We done this as well. Now it's come to the choice. Do you want to reduce the manager's salary? Remember, every department now you have 2 managers. Well, it's kind of expensive, but also maybe you can grow your department later. here if you first choose this one. However, here at the first point is not gonna give you any extra because you're not owning any sculptures yet. You're gonna get only the ranking points. But because you want to grow your headquarter level by one level, so it's gonna be level 3, it's gonna be good for you. Don't get me wrong, you can choose another way as well. You can find your own way, what you want to accomplish first. Oh, and again, here is the investment property. Okay, we're gonna click on it and we hope that we're gonna get something good. Okay, the good is the fur, the bad that you don't have money. But Fez is offering you housing. As I said, housing is not that good. But what you can do with it, you can purchase it with this price, 1642.8. Yes, and then it's gonna be here in your real estate. And its sale price is 1735.49. Yes, it immediately grew up. So, what you can do it, sell immediately. I know it's not much profit, but better than nothing, and you're not keeping it because it's not going to accumulate you enough gold per turn, and you want to get luxury items or industrial items and properties to invest. What else? Loan. Yes. Maybe it's going to be better. Yes, it is. Profit per turn is 4.2, loan default is 3.5. That's kind of good, but you don't have the money for it. Okay. What you can do if you really want to invest, just take some things and let's sell a little bit here so you can at least stock up. And I'm gonna show you how to sell as well. But you see, the price went down. But anyway, we're gonna sell all and then we're gonna pay the loan. And we're gonna choose this one. However, this is higher profit but also higher risk, and we want to stay in the safe side. Are we good? Yes. We just okay. Can we do something else? No. So, next turn. Do the flow. War. Nothing. Science. Great, it's ready. So now we're gonna go here because that was our goal to reach as quickly as possible. It's 3 more turns. We have again a little bit more gold and then we're gonna take a look around. She still wants us to invest any property. You don't need to click it all the time. She's gonna visible there. But again, we can't do that. It's cottages. It's again real estate. Later in the game, it's good to have when you can't buy any luxury and industrial items. But right now, anyway, we probably just would flip it. How about the loans? Okay, loan default 0.1%. Wow, it's great. That's good. So, if we're issuing it, uh-oh, then we're gonna go minus. So, just make sure before you're doing it that you have enough sources to do that. Which, to be honest, if you do the math, not really. So you have to say no for that if you want it to be in the safe side. The only thing what you can do now, please check how much fear you have. 2000, how much you need? Approximately 4500. So as I said, now we are in the 4th turn, so we need a little bit more, like 2-3 turns to get this. The grain is the best. Wood, you can make a lot of armory. You can do either way. However, the skin, because it's not much, it's not gonna make you rich right now. So let's go to the next turn. Yep, we get a warning. But this is not gonna happen because this is the minimum level. It's like even you go bankrupt or more higher than this level. But it indicates you maybe need to look how you are doing. Well, you're the last because you're invested in two countries and you have two regions. Who is the leader? Iron Bank. Iron Bank has one country and three regions and have a lot of gold right now. But don't be sad. We're gonna make it up really soon. So let's take a look again. War. Yes. As I said, around turn 5, it's gonna start to have some wars. And then we can talk about the war. So it's always two country against each other, of course. What you can see here immediately that which country are in war and how many turn it's gonna take. 3 turns. Who is winning? Portugal is winning. Portugal have more gold and that's what it makes him win. Are you contribute in that war? Well, not yet. Do you want to do something? Yes, go for it. Then you're gonna get another tablet and you're gonna see what's going on here. Okay. There is a competitor bank who's financing Portugal. That's why Portugal is doing so good. So, if you want to be sophisticated and bad enough, like an evil bank manager, you're gonna invest in Castile and hope Castile gonna win. Okay, how you gonna do? Join the war. You have two options. Invest gold, which means they're gonna offer you properties, and you can invest up to 26,000, more than 26,000. Since you don't have too much money, you're not doing it. Also, you're not doing it because you're not owning the license in the particular country. Only invest for real estate or properties during war if you know that you can afford to buy the license. So we're gonna drop this. But the other thing what you can do, you can sell armory then. You have this, you can sell all. So it's done. You see, the gold is get closer. And you have 3 turns, so 2 more turns to invest to Castile. It's good because your opponent bank gonna lose and they not can't grow how they planned, but they also invested money. So I highly recommend to do that. Also, we can do like then you can see where exactly the war is begin. So you can see about the region, and unfortunately you can see that Castile is already so rich. They have 3 regions, and to buy a license then it's a fortune, at least for now. So you're just gonna leave it and you're gonna go back to your capital. This is how the war works. You're gonna always invest or always sell armory and then it's gonna finance you. So since you get some gold, we need to still do the flows. Otherwise we're gonna get lost here. We have the science 2 more turn and we're gonna first, to be honest, I recommend you, as the lady is recommending, to invest properties because the loan can wait, but a good property is not gonna wait for you. However, again, the situation is not good for you. I would love to go for the wood, but it's still not there for me. So what's remaining actually adds the loans. You can easier see that actually both are really good. So we're gonna take some risk and go the higher one. Finally, we completed the task, so issued 3 loans. We're gonna get some fear, which is important. You need to tick 2 times, and we already improved the relationship as well. As I said, you're gonna rewarded you. Okay, and this is with the iron. We're gonna do it later. So we get back some money And we just gonna check back how much fear we have. Right now we have 3000. Okay, we are close. We are really close. Can we do something else? Not really. We sold all the armory during the war, so we don't need to take care about that. Can we upgrade our headquarters? Well, no. We need 2 more regions. And we don't have money for it. So we're not gonna do that. Next turn. Are they... Don't forget, we have still in our lovely war. We are gonna go directly here and we're gonna sell all again. And this means Castile gonna win right now. Always check back in the last turn how the war is going on. Sometimes the EI gonna get tricky and they can flip the game, especially in the ultra hard mode. Let's go back. Science, one more turn. Yes, she's always recommend you to invest, which is nice. And let's see, but you know already the answer, it's not possible. So you're gonna go for the loan, which is still available here. And it's funny. It's a really low profit but really risky one, and it's a quite of good profit with a low risk. So obviously you're gonna take this one. I'm just curious. Gonna check the fear points. I like to see that we are getting closer and closer. We already sell everything, so we're just gonna jump into the next turn. Go to the war. Oh, there is another war going on. But let's see how it goes here. You can choose that either sell here or go for another war. But I just want to make sure that we're not gonna lose here, so I'm gonna sell more here. Science. Now you can see you completed this part and it's level up. That's great. Right now what you need, you maybe need more fear. So you can take a look which is give you fear or work to make more armory. Or just randomly press one of them so it's done. We get a task done. Yes, because we already made some armory. And the next one is again this type. So we're gonna go for it. But let's see the properties. Now that's what I'm talking about, Sapphire. And it's quite in a good price, so... But we still can't afford it. It's too bad, it's too bad. How about the fear? We are just not there. We are missing a little bit. So what we can only do about loans. 16, 16. Let's take a risk and see what's gonna happen. Let's choose this one. And since we have headquarters 3, we can hire people. But actually there is no empty spot, so we're not gonna change anything around here. Only what we can do, we can upgrade the department. But it costs a lot. If you're upgrading just, for example, the properties or just the guard building, then it's gonna upgrade just only that department. Let's take a look. Let's choose this one. We still have money in. And then see the guards. Yes, it's opened. So now we can have 3 stuff there. And we're gonna put immediately an extra guard. That means the fear point are gonna go higher, which is important for us right now. We can still spend approximately 1000, less than 1000, which we're gonna spend in investment. No, we can't because it's too expensive. Can we do it with the loans? It's too risky and it's just not enough. How about here? It doesn't really worth it. So actually you're done here because you can't do too much and you're gonna go for the next turn. Okay, you get a victory. Yes, Castile won the game, won the war. So you're happy. Take a look about your gold. Wow, it's so low. So once again you do your fall flow and then you're gonna see this. You can invest everywhere if you wanted to. Like just sell everything because you need some money for sure. Science, you're gonna pick the next one. And let's take this one. And you're gonna go back to your capital. As you remembered, we are really close, so we're gonna go immediately here because you know that you can afford this. And finally, you can complete this. Now I'm gonna show you something. You're gonna go to the exchange and open this. You have 9,000 and yes, you're not feared to sell all of it. Nice? Nice. Did I tell you that this is the way how to grow your income? Yes. So just go for it. Go for it. Don't be shy. And immediately you had a bunch of gold. And surprise, surprise, you are leading the game. So now it's easy because you could go to the investment and just afford to buy everything what they're offering to you. Also with the loan, you don't really need to think, so you're just gonna issue it. Of course, you have to be still careful. What is this here? I'm gonna explain to you. Before, you can only lend money out for the country that you have license in, but now you can actually finance another bank, which is a way to run them bankruptcy. So let's do that. Lionheart is asking that much amount of money with one turn, perfect per this. Hanseatic Bank, this costs 7 turns and a little bit higher profit. Well, 7 turns is a lot right now, so we're just gonna go this. You also don't need to do the full amount, but if you can, it's good. So you're just gonna go for it. What else you can do here? Right now you can upgrade everything. Just go for it. You have money. And it's always beneficial in the next turn. Any war? Yes. But you have already sold the weapons because you did your flow. You remember? What else you can do? There is an extra chart. You remember this is the chart that you can buy and invest properties, but only one per turn. However, each of every turn after a while you get an extra option and they're gonna offer you extra investment. For example, if it's open this, your investment is only this amount here. So you can open this, pay the price, confirm, and they're gonna get this one. Wow, it's great. You're gonna buy it even though your gold is gonna go down a little bit. But to own this luxury item, it's gonna make you a lot of money, believe me. You can also do that with the other state, but be careful because now you have only 20,000 gold. If they offering you a high price investment and you can't afford to buy it, it wasn't worth to buy to pay the extra one to get that item. So you're just gonna wait for the next turn that you're gonna have more gold so you can make sure that you can invest here. Do you need to do anything right now? Not really, you are good. The only thing what you can actually check that how many people you have in each department. Because you can put more. You can have one more here and randomly one more there. Diplomacy is good and we're gonna put this. Right now it's filled. Right now I'm just pick random things there. So please, when you are selecting your employees, just make it right and count and take your time. So this is how basically the game is going, especially in the beginning. You're investing, you're investing in war, you grow your property, and you do it again and again and again. I think it's good. And we are only in the 8th turn. So this is gonna be the first episode of this tutorial. And the next episode I'm gonna go and show you some deeper gameplay, like how you start a war, how to win a war, how to grow your empire and corporation. Hope you enjoyed this episode and see you in the next time. Bye bye.